Good evening. Today we see about prepositions. Preposition tells us the positions of something in relation to another. A preposition is a word which is placed before a noun or a pronoun to show its relation with something else in the sentence. So, what are the kinds of preposition? Based on their use in a sentence and based on the construction of preposition themselves, the kinds are divided. Okay, how we use and how we construct, according to that, the kinds of prepositions are separated. Based on their use in a sentence, the preposition are divided into three categories. First one is preposition of place, second is preposition of time, third is preposition of movement. First one, preposition of place. Preposition of place refer to those preposition which can be used to show where something is located. Place refers to a location. So it refers to where it is located. At the place we use preposition of place. Here are some examples for preposition of place. So, what are the prepositions we used for place? Above, up, after, on, before, against, by, behind, below, near, along, down, in, at, across, inside, between, over. These are the preposition of place. Examples are the aeroplane is flying above the clouds. The dog buried the bone under the ground. Our house is at the end of the street. The cat ran across the road. These are the examples for preposition of place. Next, we see about preposition of time. A preposition of time helps to link the noun or pronoun with the time value. So, if it is described related to time, it is called as preposition of time. It functions as an indicator as to what point of time did an event occur. So, examples are about, before, for, by, around, in, ago, at, since, to, on. These are the preposition of time. Next examples are the train is about an hour late. The classes begins at 8 o'clock. My birthday falls on Wednesday. India has been independent since 1947. These are the examples for preposition of place. Next is preposition of movement. A preposition of movement is used to show movement to or from a place where it happened, in what position it happened. So, what are the examples we used for preposition of movements are down, past, into, behind, up, on, to, they, through, off, over, on, across, at, by, for, after, towards. These are examples. The sentence are the cat has climbed up a tree. These are the examples for preposition of movement. Next, we see about based on the construction of preposition themselves, the prepositions are of four different kinds. First one is simple preposition, second is double preposition, third is compound preposition, fourth is participle prepositions. Simple prepositions. Prepositions that consist of one word and are very important to understand. These are the most basic preposition and are used frequently. So it consists of one word and we can understand easily. That is called simple preposition. We use basically in prepositions. What are they? Above, under, although, though, after, on, in, at, across, between, over. These are the basic preposition we use. Examples. The paper is on my desk. These are the examples. Double preposition. Double prepositions are two prepositions but are joined to make a whole new one. Here are some examples for double prepositions. They are inside, outside, into, onto, upon, up to, within, without, admit. These are examples. Sentence for these double prepositions are outside the house lies a beautiful garden. It is up to us to find a way out. The dog jumped onto the bed. Once upon a time there lived a king. So the highlighted word are double prepositions. Next is compound preposition. Compound prepositions are two-word preposition. Unlike double preposition, compound preposition are not joined and turned into one word. They remind us two different words. As we have seen in double preposition, two words join and give one word. But in compound words, it does not join. It is separated and it had two different words. What are the compound prepositions according to, apart from, close to, because of, far from, next to, rather than, instead of, out of, relating to, in front of? These are compound prepositions. So, sentence for compound prepositions are: my car is parked in front of the house. Rita was never close to her parents. She cannot stay here as of now. His behavior is far from normal. So the highlighted words are compound prepositions. Last is participle preposition. Participle prepositions are basically participles used as preposition. A participle is actually a verb that ends with en or ing. As we had seen in verbs, that participle ends with en or ing. Here are some examples for participle prepositions. What are the participle prepositions? Concerning, during, excluding, given. So en or ing or participle, like following, failing, respected, provided, pending, considering, notwithstanding, including. These are participle prepositions. Next, the examples for participle prepositions are: everywhere my father went, his dog was following him. Ram is always curious about anything concerning Shyam. Everybody was invited to the function barring small children. That's all for preposition. Thank you.